Okay, so here we go. Even or odd. So first do like a mini sketch. This is how I like to do it. So do a mini sketch first, mini. Just like a rough draft of what it should look like without the movements. Is this even or odd? Odd, okay, because it's a 1. Okay, so it's odd. So normal odd ones, it's like I still kind of think of the S shape. The left arm is pointing down, the right arm is pointing up on the S shape, right? So this one, the left arm points down, so it has to be like this, points down, left arm down, right arm up, right arm up.
So does the negative not reflect it?
It will. But I want to for me, I want to see it original before I mess with it, right? So that's the original one. Now I'm going to negative on the front, I'm going to flip it. So flip it means like this. You're going to rotate it around. Okay, but now I'm going to go ahead and sketch. So here we go. Okay. So remember my hint, and since these are your notes, I'm going to write that hint, draw asymptotes first. Okay, where are your walls? So I go up 3, 1, 2, 3. Do you guys remember in the original one before we move it at 0, 0, it doesn't touch, right? That's where the 2 asymptotes are, right? And right in the middle. So right here, that's where an asymptote's going to be. That's your horizontal asymptote. Because it's that middle part. It's the middle. And then the right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's where your vertical asymptote will be. So that's how you sketch these. First you do the asymptotes, and then you can draw the curvatures. Okay, so everybody with me on the same page so far? Makes sense? Okay, so let's flip it, okay? So if I rotate it like this, I just flip it upside down. Right? This one, instead of pointing up, the left side, the left arm, right arm, instead of pointing down, it's going to point up. So. That makes sense? The right arm, flip it, instead of pointing up, points down. And there it is. Okay. One important thing I forgot to answer on our other one is the end behavior, a little bit different. Okay, let's answer end behavior. Put a little star on this one, because this is the first time we answer end behavior on these. End behavior. Okay, so my right arm, this means right arm. This is the first time I thought about this with you guys too. You know, I say right arm and this one's not going to make that big of a difference. Where's the right arm pointing? Yeah, it's pointing down, so this would be negative infinity. There's some that are different, but not this one. I'd have to show you. Yeah, it's pointing down towards negative infinity. And then the left arm, this is the left arm, right? Where's this one pointing? Infinity. That's wrong. That was the issue I was having, because I've been teaching you right arm, left arm to make it easy for you, but I have to expand on this a little bit. You know how we had to modify odd and even a little bit? It's not really a W, but the arm support. Okay, same thing here. It is the right arm. Okay, I need to fix this. So I'm glad I didn't mean to mess up on purpose, but it is. That's wrong for this one. This one is the right arm. Okay, it is the right arm. And this one is the left arm. That didn't change, okay? But the reason is as the x is going towards infinity. Okay, so right now the way we're answering it is like we're answering right here, but that x value is not infinity. That's like right here around 4 and 3 and 2. It's called end behavior because that's what happens on the ends, right? On the far, far right, on the far, far left. Which before this, right arm and left arm worked every time, but here since we have 4 arms, that makes sense? That doesn't work that easy anymore. We have to think a little bit more, but it's still pretty easy, but just stay with me, okay? So I guess what we could say, how can we make this easy? The super right arm, or like the most far right part of the right arm, and the most left of the left arm. Does that make sense? Because you're going towards the infinity. So what is the most, I don't know, I'll think of a better way to say it, but what's the most right part of the arm doing, okay? So let's go find the most right part and the most left part. So just so we can communicate, maybe if I call this 1 and this 2, because we have 4 arms, that's what's messing everything up. Which one is the most right arm? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 4. You agree that's the most right arm? Okay, so this is 4. Stay with me, okay? I'm trying to make it easy for you. So that's the most right. You agree? Out of 1, 2, 3, and 4, what's the most left arm? 1. Okay, so now we're on the same page. Okay. Now focus on 1 and 4. Let's focus on 4 first. F of x means y. That's what f of x means, right? So that 4, that most right arm, the more it goes this way, more it goes this way, more it goes this way, what y is it getting closer to every time? There's a wall right there, right? And it's going to get closer to that wall, closer to that wall, closer to that wall. Where's that wall located on the y? 3. So the more I go this way, the more I get closer and closer and closer to 3. 3. Okay, the more I go to the right, the more it gets closer. Okay, let's try the left side. This left arm, the more I move this way, and I'm going to show you on decimal so you can see it better. The more I go this way, more I go this way, more I go this way, more I go this way. What number on the y-axis is it getting closer to every time? 3. Okay. So I had to switch my words for you to make it a little bit easier, but let me show you what I mean. Because I can tell some of you are a little confused by this. You guys have any ideas? I mean, I'm on the spot trying to figure this out with you. Does that make sense? Like most right, most left? Yeah? Right. Okay, watch, check this out. If you see it on here, it'll be easier for you to see. Let me move this up. So if I want to move it up, I'll put a +2 or something. Okay. Okay, there it is, right? It's falling, right? It's falling. This number, let me put a line at y equals 2 so you can see it good. Okay, there's my asymptote. That blue line is my asymptote. I think we can even dash it maybe. I don't know. Who cares? But here it is, okay? So red line is your graph. Blue line is your wall, your asymptote. So notice, the more I go this way, right, it's getting closer, 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 and then it looks like it touches, right? But it doesn't, okay? And then you get closer, 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 closer. And I mean, we could do this till the sun sets, okay? It's still gonna, every time you get closer, but it really is not touching. And you can do that over and over and over, and it just gets closer and closer and closer. As a matter right now, I'm just on 7, 10, but you can do that as far down as you want. So right here I'm at 34 already, and it looks like they're on top of each other. But again, this might take a while, but they're not, okay? Every time they just get closer and closer. But you get the point, the more I go this way, the closer it's getting. Okay, that's how you answer that question. Okay, so hopefully I didn't mess you guys up. Okay, real quick, now let's just practice. We're not gonna answer all the questions, just the sketch, okay? Last example, so real quick sketches. Okay, just worry about what does this look like. That's all I'm worried about. Can you kind of see what this will look like? Sketch. And tomorrow we'll practice more sketching. Once we can get good at decent at sketching, then we'll start to extract all the info. I'm gonna have to rewrite it because I wrote it with the wrong color. Okay, so we know, let me help you, right 4, down 3, reflection on the X. We can't sketch vertical stretch and vertical compress. That's too hard to show by hand. Okay, so really we're not gonna sketch the vertical stretch. So get your preview first. Okay, what is this movie about? That comes from here. So it's an even function, originally even. So W's, even, where both arms point on the W, up, right? Think of the W, both of the arms point up. So both of these need a point. I'll show you how to remember because it's hard to remember over time. Okay, so that's what it should look like before you touch it. Okay, but we're gonna do stuff to it. Okay, so my asymptotes, right 4, pum, pum, pum. There's your wall. Down 3, 1, 2, 3, wall. So we're going to do the asymptotes first. That's how you do these. Now, it would look like this normally, but we have a negative in the front. So just literally flip it upside down. Okay, so it's going to look like this. This one's even. Okay, one last thing, the end behavior, because I know that's confusing. Let's see if you guys got it. That's the last part, okay, just end behavior. The most right arm and the most left arm, where are they both getting closer and closer to the more they go out towards infinity? Mm-hmm. They're both getting closer and closer and closer and closer to that wall at -3. That's your end behavior. Okay, so we're gonna stop here. Tomorrow we'll practice sketching faster and getting better at it, and then we'll start answering the questions. Okay, once we can sketch, we can answer questions.